Hi there, dance studio owners, and welcome to a very special midweek edition of the Transform My Dance Studio podcast. In today's exclusive training clip, Clint will be sharing with you his secret sauce to enrolling record numbers of students into your classes all year round with his no gaps enrollment process. While you enjoy this podcast, make sure to download our free 11-step enrollment checklist to plug into your own studio right away. Grab your free copy at dsoa.com/checklist-2020. That's dsoa.com/checklist-2020. Now, on to today's special episode.
Let's break down this enrollment process. There's 3 core metrics that we need to be measuring when it comes to enrollment. Book in for a trial class, attend the class, and then enroll in your studio, right? 3 core numbers. Some of you are only tracking one of them. Some of you are tracking all 3. Fantastic. Book in for a trial class. We need that metric. They actually come to the class, right? Not only do they book, but they attend. Then they enroll in your studio, ideally multiple classes. They're like, oh, we want to do, hi, we're inquiring about hip hop. Oh, sure. How old's your child? 2.5. Okay. Yeah, sure. We do Broadway babies hip hop. Come on in. Right? Then we need to know, do they come to the class? So they inquire, do they actually turn up? Who has no-shows? Yeah, we have no-shows. Let's kind of get them away. Then we want them enrolled. And like I said, multiple classes. Oh, fantastic. We definitely have a hip-hop class for your 2.5-year-old. We also have a ballet class right after it. Maybe she should come along and try that as well. Awesome. You've now got them trying 2 classes. And we're going to talk about offers a little later in terms of how you can get people through the door. But know these numbers. Really important. Do any of you identify with this when it comes to the enrollment process? No script, no template. You are the post-it queens in your office. You have post-its with when kids are coming in, and they're all around the office, or it's on the scrappy piece of envelope on the back of a receipt, Susie, 2 p.m., Friday. Oh, and then we've got Samantha on the post-it over there, and there's no system. Also, there's no script for someone to take a call. And you get angry because you're like, well, you don't answer the call. Your office manager doesn't take the call, and you're like, I'm the only one that can take the calls from the new students. No one else can take those calls because no one else can do it as good as me. Because you don't have a script. Speak it. Record it on your phone when you have a phone call. Record it. Get it transcribed on something like rev.com. There's the start of your script. Then you massage it with your team. Then you have a script. Then you don't have to do it. You shouldn't be doing those calls. But Clint, no one's as passionate as I am about my business. Get a script. Get a script and someone that has a happy, bouncy voice. You're good. You're really, really good. So get a script, have it, no template. Oh, does anyone look out the window and say, I hope more students come to my studio today? I'm just wishing and hoping that someone turns up to class. We do, don't we? We've all been there. I've been there as well. Even with my no mirrors and tiled floors. I was still, some of you are like, tiles? It's another story. Grab me at the book launch. Hope is not a strategy. To market the studio and bring in the right people, we need to be very intentional. We can't just hope that people are going to turn up on a rainy day. We need to do the work. These are my favorite people. They inquire. They're super excited. They Facebook message you, Instagram DM you, they call you, they text you. Don't you love how they can contact us in 100 different ways now? Yellow Pages, the landline, that was it. Remember? Answering machine. Amazing. The tape got chewed up. Did that happen to anyone else? Showing my age. But you never hear from them. They're super excited. They book for a trial and then you're like, where'd you go? You were coming in for class today. That's annoying, isn't it? Isn't that annoying? Yeah. Let's get rid of that. It would have been very sad if I came today and this is what the auditorium looked like. I would have been like, okay. I still would have done this for 3 days because I think it's fun, but it would have been very boring talking to myself for 3 days. This happens though in our classes, and I remember very, very early on in my studio when we just started, we started with 30 kids in those first 2 weeks, and my heart was racing so much because I'm like, please someone come. Or it's when you open a new class, you have this great idea. Don't worry, I won't say clogging. But you have a great idea to start a new class, and then you're like, I hope someone comes to this class. Yeah, we have no-shows when we don't have a system for our enrollment process. And then they try, but they don't buy. They come in for the trial class, and then they sneak out. They're like, please don't talk to me, please don't talk to me. Because no one likes talking to each other anymore. They're on their phone, I'm busy, I'm pretending I'm talking to someone. Does anyone, I do that I'm actually very guilty of that. On the street in New York, when people are asking for money or this, I'm like, then I'm back to listening to J-Lo. But they do this. And then we don't follow up because we're afraid. But guess what? That is going to change. That is going to change today. Because I want you to have something called evergreen enrollments. Evergreen, meaning they are continuous. You are bringing new students through the door every single day. Every single day, you are getting inquiries. Which means you're not going to have the balls dropping anymore. Anyone feel like they've got some drop balls in their studio? They're juggling. They're drop, and you're no balls are left in the air. They're all gone. We want to stop that from happening. What do we do? Does anyone ever feel stuck, especially around this enrollment process? You're I kind of know what's going on, but I can't put it into a system. And so this is equivalent to, I thought it was more interesting, this one, than the covers over the head. In the morning, you're I'm not doing today. I'm just not going to do Tuesday. It's a skip. We're skipping Tuesday. I'm going to wait till Wednesday. And you binge watch a show on Netflix. Anyone guilty of that? Liars. I know you've all been there. I know you have all been there, as have I. There's no automation, right? What I love about the world we live in today, I love it and I hate it, is that we have so much great technology we can take advantage of. And you might be thinking, yeah, I know, but there's 100 things. Clean, how do I do it all? This pipe drive drip this into this and what, Zapier? How does this all work? Zero automation. We got to start with the manual process, then we can automate it. But let's add some automation so that it frees up time of our team members. And people fall through the gaps. This, to me, as heartbroken as this girl is, I too am heartbroken when new inquiries fall through the gaps because you haven't followed up. You lost the Post-it, right? The envelope disappeared in the trash with the person's name on it. I don't want this to happen. If you fix this system in your studio, this is a game changer. The 11-step enrollment process is an absolute game changer. And don't we love social media when people give us 1 star on Facebook and Google now? Don't we love that they can do that? But they can. And so if we don't have a good system in place for enrollment, people are going to jump on and say, oh, don't go there. They didn't get back to my calls. Or they never sent me the information that I needed. If you don't have a system in place, people now go to social and they tell the world about it. How caring of them. How caring. This is why we need to be really great at the customer experience.
We hope you enjoyed this week's enrollment special. Don't forget to download your free 11-step enrollment checklist at dsoa.com/checklist-2020 today.